You don't.
Last time we talked about God's story, how He's revealed Himself to us from the time of creation all the way through salvation history. Today we're going to talk about how God still reveals Himself to us all around us every day if we just have the eyes to see.
Oh, yes. The eyes to see and a couple of tabs of acid. You'll be seeing God everywhere, I swear, man.
And all this beauty doesn't just cry out that there is a creator, but that we have a God who is a God of beauty, perfection, and love.
Except for every child in a third world country and gay people.
When we understand and acknowledge that, our natural response is to love Him back.
Oh, what? Evidence? Shit. Show me some evidence. I'm ready to hear the evidence to become a Christian, man.
You know, we can know there's a God just by thinking about it. Edwin Conklin, one of Einstein's associates, he said, the probability of life originating from an accident is comparable to the probability of an unabridged dictionary resulting from an explosion in a print shop. Think about that for a second. Print shop explodes, paper, ink, bindings flying through the air. Hey look, a dictionary. I don't think so.
One of Einstein's associates, yeah. But what does that matter? He was associated with a smart guy. That doesn't mean he's smart. In fact, if he actually said that, he's pretty stupid.
On a molecular level, your fingernail is more complex than a library full of dictionaries. Atheism, it's kind of like a flea that doesn't believe in the dog. I don't see a dog. Well, maybe that's because you're a flea.
Yeah, because all humans are living on God's gross, hairy back.
All right, this isn't really all that complex. Every material thing has a beginning, a starting point, a cause. The universe is a material thing.
No. The universe is not a material thing. It contains all material things. It is not a material thing.
So the universe must have a cause that's capable of starting a universe. Boom.
Ooh, the Big Bang.
There's a God.
Okay.
Physicists agree that 13.7 billion years ago, there was something called the Big Bang. And we used to think that ever since the Big Bang, the universe was expanding through space and time. We know better now. We know the universe is not expanding through space and time. Check this out, this is crazy. Because the universe contains space and time. Which means outside of the bubble of this universe is literally nothing. Not even space, not even time.
Oh, so you aren't completely retarded. That's good. I was slowly losing hope for you, man.
I can believe that. I can believe that 13.7 billion years ago, space and time and all this exploded into literally nothing. But you want me to believe that a Big Bang could Big Bang itself? And 13.7 billion years later, rational creatures are walking around drinking cappuccinos? Cappuccino just kind of happened all by itself? I don't think so.
Well, that's what happened. You're committing the divine fallacy. Just because you're too stupid to understand what happened doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Listen, I don't know why there's a God instead of nothing. But I know this. If I look at a painting on a wall, I can assume there is a painter. If I hold a book in my hand, even if I can't see the author, I can assume there is one.
Well now, isn't a book and a painting just a bit different from a motherfucking universe?
And if I look at this universe, I can assume there is a God.
Yeah, let's work off of assumptions instead of facts. Good idea.
I think we're one of the first generations in history to have such a growing number of people who are foolish enough to ask the question, God, if you're really there, why don't you reveal yourself to us? Why don't you show yourself?
Yeah, why doesn't he do that?
I think God is looking down from heaven saying, did you not notice everything?
And we found that none of it points to a god. And then we used a third of it to make porn.
According to a CIA study, 97% of the world's population believes in God.
Bullshit. No, they don't. There was no link to that study, and of course I was unable to find it. However, this Washington Times report from December 2012 on a study by Pew Research Center's Forum on Religion and Public Life says that only 84% of the world's population has a faith. And according to a study by the same people from November 2015, says that only 53% of the American public say religion is very important to them. And only 50% attend religious services at least monthly. So this 97% statistic that you just pulled straight out of your ass is complete bullshit.
It's not because 97% of the world's population is dense.
Yeah, it is.
It's because they can see. It's because we look at the world around us and it shouts to us that there's a maker. You know, it's also partially because atheism is really not that attractive of a proposition. I think that's part of the reason why people believe in God. It's a more attractive way to approach life.
Yeah, right. I love the feeling of knowing that I'm under an all-powerful monarch who hates gay people. It's so comforting to wake up knowing that if I don't follow these strict rules, I'll burn in hell for all eternity. What a lovely way to look at life.
I mean, really, what does an atheist say if you sneeze? May the void encompass you. Dude, relax, I sneezed.
May the void encompass you? No, we say bless you. Who the fuck says may the void encompass you? Actually, I'm gonna start saying that. It sounds cool.
What does he say if his kid says, Daddy, what happens when we die? Nothing.
Well, yeah, we lose consciousness. That's something, right?
Daddy, am I special? Well, son, if you think that a highly evolved bunch of amoeba that's achieved self-consciousness is special, then yes.
We are not made of amoeba. Also, isn't that actually a pretty good answer?
So faith in God, yeah, it's more attractive, but it also just makes perfect sense. But I'll tell you, not only can we know that there's a God by looking at the world around us, we can learn a little about who that God is. You see, when you look at a painting, it tells you a little about the painter. When you read a book, it tells you a little about the author. It gives you insights into that person's heart. The same is true of the universe. When we look at its vastness, it shows us that God is huge. When we look at the complexity and intelligent order and how it all ties in together, we see that God
Doesn't exist.
is intelligent.
Oh, okay.
When we look at the beauty of creation, we can see the Maker is beautiful. St. Augustine reflected on this about 1600 years ago. He said, question the beauty of the earth, the sea, the sky, the stars, and the sun. They all answer you, here we are, look, we're beautiful. Their beauty is their confession. Who made these beautiful, changeable things, if not the one who is beautiful and unchangeable? So we can know there's a God by thinking about it, and we can learn a little about who that God is by looking at the world around us.
Things are pretty. That's why God.
So we can know that there's a God just by thinking about it. But who that God is, his inner nature, we can only know because he revealed himself to us. God, if you're really there, why don't you reveal yourself to us? Why don't you show yourself? And like any relationship you have with somebody, he revealed himself to us because he wants to be close to us. He wants intimacy with us. Into me, see. That's what brings you close to somebody. And thank God he revealed himself to us so we can be close to him. So who did he reveal that he is? God is a trinity of persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Watch this, I'm going to show you the Trinity with my hand. Watch very carefully. 3 persons, 1 God. 1 God, 3 persons. Don't try that, you poke your eye out. No, we don't believe in 3 gods, but 1 God in 3 persons. Now trying to understand that would be like trying to bite a wall. Okay, you can't bite a wall. You can't fit a wall into your head. It doesn't mean the wall's not there. It's just not going to fit into your head.
Just like the dark ages of the universe, eh?
All right? So God revealed that he's a Trinity. St. Patrick gives a great way of teaching the Trinity to the pagans of Ireland using a shamrock, a 3-leaf clover, that even though you have 3 leaves, it's all still one. And my favorite definition of who the Trinity is, who God is, comes from St. John, that God is love. And that love that God is fully revealed himself to us in Jesus Christ. He fully revealed himself to us by becoming one of us. St. John tells us, and the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. That God, the creator of the entire universe, would become one person in the sea of humanity and die on a cross for us and rise again for us to reveal the fullness of His love for us. Listen, other faiths have glimpses of who God is. They have those glimpses because they look at the world around us and we can learn about God. They have those little glimpses of who God is because we can look at our own hearts and see the image of God crafted in us. We have these little glimpses of who God is because we follow the longing of our own heart.
Are you drunk? What the fuck are you talking about?
Which leads us back to God. But the fullness of truth about who God is revealed in Jesus, because in Jesus Christ we have God in the flesh telling us face to face, hey, here I am.
Yeah, but you'll still need to prove that the biblical Jesus was real.
And fully revealing who He is to us. Jesus Christ reveals that everything we could possibly have hoped for God to be, as we gaze at the night sky and see the vastness of it, as we look at the ocean and see the beauty, everything we could have hoped that the Maker is, Jesus reveals to us that it's true. Because Jesus Christ is pure goodness, pure beauty, pure truth. Because Jesus Christ is pure love. And you know what? He doesn't only reveal to us that the deepest longings of our heart about God are true, He also reveals to us that the deepest aspirations in our own hearts about ourselves are true. That we matter. That we have a purpose. That God loved us so much that He became one of us shows us that what are you worth? You're worth God the Son to God the Father. He found you worth dying for. Yeah, by revealing Himself to us, He also reveals who we really are and what we're really worth.
Yeah, He's so full of love, He sent us His Son. Then we murdered Him.